What's up y'all, this is Vincanity, and today I have another great massage gun review. Today, we're gonna be reviewing the Beloman CS Pro. This is a massage gun that I'm excited to use because it's supposed to be really powerful. They market it as the 16mm deep. That means it really packs a punch in there. So let's get right into the review. The Beloman CS Pro has a 360-degree rotatable arm design that allows you to reach places that are typically hard to reach. It is a 16mm deep tissue massager that really packs a punch, 6 speed levels, and 5 different attachments. It has 2 different methods of charging with the ultra-long battery life of up to 8 hours. With that said, let's go ahead and open this thing up. Here's what's inside. It has, of course, the massage gun. It has 5 different attachments, 2 different charging methods. It has this little one that's a little bit more convenient, like if you're like traveling, maybe this is probably a better bet. And it also has this charging station, which I kind of like. You can actually just set this on like your nightstand, and then, you know, pretty much when you're done using it, just boom, just leave it and it's gonna charge. For the massage gun itself, this is what it looks like. It has this 360-degree rotatable handle. On this side, it has a button that you press, and this will pop up and basically go to wherever you want, right? So if you want to have like an angle like this, I'm not sure how that will work, but actually maybe here, you could go straight, like a 90-degree angle. You could go all the way up. You could even go to this side. And so right off the bat, what I really like about that is a lot of times with massage guns that are just like, you know, that just have this angle, right? It's really hard to reach, you know, some of these spots in the middle of your back or even right on your lower back. It's kind of hard to do it. With something like this, it has a handle here. You could adjust the angle and you can actually reach pretty far back. Like if I turn around, like I could get all the way to my mid back versus if I'm just like this is probably as far as I'm gonna get, right? That's majority of massage guns. So right off the bat, this is already a pretty convenient tool just because of how flexible it is and how far it can reach. The LCD screen is also very convenient, right? This is the LCD screen. If you notice, if it's straight up here, you see that little fingerprint thing right about here. If I turn it like this, that screen disappears, right? If I go back, pops back up. Right, that's because it's a safety feature. Like if you're like walking around and you accidentally press it, right, and it's on the side, boom, it's gonna turn on. Or maybe you have some little kids around that like to touch everything, right? They're gonna touch it and it's gonna turn on. It could be for kids kind of dangerous if you have a kid like hitting themselves in the face with this, right? So for safety purposes, they do not allow you to turn it on unless it is straight up, which is kind of cool. It actually, when I first got it, it prevented me from turning it on. I was like, how do I turn this thing on? Go ahead and insert the massage head. Really push it in there. Then tap and hold the fingerprint. It lights up. And then again, if you wanted to get started, tap again. Boom. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 levels of speed, right? This one is kind of like the neutral one, but I'm not sure how it sounds on your end, but it sounds pretty powerful. Let me just go ahead and turn it off. I press this, it'll turn off. I'm not sure if you noticed that, but it actually had a timer that started, which is, for me personally, it's kind of convenient. I'm kind of like, with sometimes when I'm massaging myself, I'll just kind of like go off feeling. Or if I'm massaging like my wife, sometimes if she needs help, like her back hurts, I'll look at this timer and it'll kind of help me measure so I'm like evenly doing it, right? I'll be like 10 seconds on one side, 10 seconds on the other side, 30 seconds on one side, you know, and so on. And it'll be able to like more accurately measure versus just kind of like counting in my head. So it gives you a much more accurate measurement. So now the big question is, how does it feel? How does it work? Is it actually strong, right? Technically speaking, it seems really strong, but let's see if that is true. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. I'm gonna press it, get that first speed. And I'm just gonna do the calf test. It's the calf test, ooh. Right off the bat, that's just the starting speed. It's actually seems pretty strong, just like that. Let me put my leg like this so you can see a little bit better. Kind of tickles a little bit. Here we go, let's go 1 up. You can see like from here to here, it actually packs a nice little punch. Let's keep it going. That's number 3. Boom. It's actually really like, you know, punching in there. I think this is the fastest speed here. And I can confirm, and I'll confirm to all of you right now, it's pretty strong. With these stronger massage guns, you do gotta be careful because say like you're going on this fastest setting and if you like maybe hit your kneecap or something, that might be really bad. So make sure when you're using these things, you kind of like do a little bit of research on where you should be massaging because, you know, sometimes people will straight up massage their spine and getting punched by this on your spine is probably a really bad idea. So really just kind of research ahead of time before you start massaging yourself. Obviously there's gonna be some places that are gonna hurt, especially when there's knots and stuff, but that's kind of part of the process, especially if you are an athlete or you work out a lot, you're gonna get those knots in your body and this is gonna help you get those out. Okay, so when I first opened this, I was a little bit curious because most of these heads are pretty soft. This one is soft, it's like comparable to like a racquetball. This one is probably the same softness. There's this one that's actually, it's like rubber, right? So this one's harder, right? So this one you gotta really be careful. This is like, say if you're gonna like try to dig in like right along your spine, you just gotta be really careful to make sure that you're not hitting your spine. And this one is straight up plastic. So yeah, like you do gotta be careful for this one. This one, a lot of times people use it like on their arms or on their legs too. It's a flat head, so it does work really good. And this last one, I actually appreciate this. So this is what this one looks like. This one is what you would use along your spine, right? And you could even, people will use it on their neck as well. I appreciate that it is wide because some of these other ones, they're like this, right? So if you literally are off track when you're trying to go along your spine, if you're off track just by a little bit, you're gonna hit your spine, right? So I appreciate that this is a little bit wider. There's more room for error, right? If you scoot over this way or this way, you're not gonna hit your spine, right? And these heads are typically hard plastic. So if it hits your bone, it is not gonna feel good at all. So make sure you're careful when you're using these heads, especially on sensitive areas like your spine. So now we know that it's strong, we know that it works, it has this LED screen. Let's check out the functionalities of it. Let's check out more of the convenience side. So the hard to reach areas are typically on your back, right? Your arms here, you can reach pretty much everything in the front rather easily, but your back is something that if you're like me, you would probably need someone else to do it for you, right? So this supposedly gives you the convenience to do it all by yourself. So let's give it a try. Turn it on. I usually like the harder settings. So I'm gonna go to the max. Let's just try. I'm gonna start with my neck. I'll work my way down. Okay, so start here. All right, make it kind of convenient. I'm using the softer one, just so you know, I can be a little bit more careful. But I'm gonna go here, and I'm able actually to go all the way down. I don't know if you can see that. I can go all the way down, right down my shoulder blades. My voice probably sounds kind of funny right now. Probably sound like Zordon, but that is very convenient. Let me go to the other side. All the way down. I'm gonna turn around, you can see. This is my less coordinated arm, but I'm actually able to get all these spots all the way down to here. I'm gonna move to my lower back. What's really awesome is because this packs a nice punch, 16 millimeters, I don't have to push on it super hard. Some of the less strong massage guns, they more so feel like this vibration effect. And so if you got a deep injury or a deep knot, you actually really gotta push in there. This one, because it's already going deep, I don't have to push that hard. I just gotta pretty much set it on my body. I don't know if you can see that. I can just set it here and actually it digs in like pretty much where I need it. Go here, kind of work up my back. What I was wondering is if I could reach all the way up here, and as you can see, that's even higher than I was when I was from up here, right? So again, massaging yourself is always a difficult task, And so I appreciate that this makes that really easy. I'm gonna try the other side. Again, like one of the big issues I have is sometimes like my arms will be sore. So my arms used to be really, really flexible. Now that I'm getting older, they're not as flexible, right? So, and I assume, I always wanna make the assumption that everyone is not as flexible as I am. So I'm just gonna go here and work my way up. This is my less coordinated arm, my less flexible arm. Use both hands just like this, and I can get pretty high, right? And my arms aren't like in some crazy awkward position. Just going right here all by myself. So last question is, how much does this thing cost? It works good, it's strong, it's powerful, it's good quality. It can reach in hard to reach places, so you can do this all by yourself. The big question is, how much do you gotta pay to get one of these? The current price at the recording of this video is $219.99. However, right now, you can get a discount on it using my discount code and link below. Price is often a big factor on these things, but with stronger motors and convenient factors like this rotating arm, sometimes you do have to pay a little bit more. Check it out using the link below and leave me a comment. Let me know, how does it feel? How does it work for you? And what you're using it for. Thanks for showing up today. And if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more content like this and more dance tutorials. Make sure you press like to help us really push this video to new audiences, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.